So through our meditation we can be very aware of these precious moments. Now the word precious has a kind of two-edged sword, like a lot of words. The precious could relate to those things in the material world, precious things that we collect and that we hold on to. And it's not really referring to that, because the precious things that we associate with in the outside world we can easily lose. They're transient. And a little Buddhist saying says, when you have something precious like a glass vase or something, and you've got to imagine that it's already broken, or you've got something what you think is precious, imagine it's already lost. And that sounds a bit drastic, but the idea behind that is that when we realise that everything in the outside world is transient, is changing, and is not permanent, then we're likely to appreciate it more. And it's that appreciation of something and the fact that it will change, we will lose, it will break, actually helps us to be aware of these precious moments. So there's moments of reflecting on what's happening around us and how we feel about something. So through the meditation we stop, we do nothing, sit still, be quiet. So in a sense we're negating all those things that are happening outside and almost separating ourselves from the world. And if you can recreate some of the moments that happened in your past, something suddenly overwhelms you, suddenly feel very peaceful, very quiet, and you think, oh, this is bliss. And you have this feeling that you're almost separate from everything. The world is standing still. You're away from it. And everything just seems so perfect, so just right. Yeah, it comes together. Not a care in the world. And you think, wow, if you could stay like this. And there's a moment. And because it is a moment, it will only last for several moments. At least until you start thinking about what you've got to cook for dinner or where you've got to go to work or something like that. It shatters that moment, you know. But you can stay in that moment for several moments in a way by suspending time. So in meditation you lose track of time. We can sit here for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then you look at it, oh, I didn't realise it was that long. You know, so you can get the feeling of just suspending time for a while and appreciating those special moments, those precious moments. One of the most precious things, so we have to kind of come through it in a process so that we can make the most of it. And the first most precious thing we want to appreciate is our breathing and our stillness and our distance from the world and just coming to ourselves. So when we sit and just rest the hands, we're just becoming still and we're doing nothing, thinking about nothing outside, as if there is nothing to do. And so we just sit and be aware of the breathing. And the breathing happens whether we want it to or not. It will keep coming in and out. You don't have to do anything to breathe. It just happens. And as the breathing happens, that is the first level of appreciation, that life is happening through you. Each breath, in and out, you're kind of being born and dying, born and dying. It's a kind of cycle. So when we just sit like this and we just do the breathing, we can really appreciate. And that is our first precious moment. The moment of feeling that you are alive. Here, now. And then, when we move the hands to the center, in the first part, coming to here, we have this feeling of almost security, safety, grounding, comfort within us. No, this is the area we associate with reproduction, with Mother Earth. It's all about here. This is the ground level. And when we're just sitting here like this, we can appreciate ourselves as we are. It's nothing about your history, your past. right? It's about how you are now. So everything's happened in the past is done. But what's happened in the past has made you the person that you are now. When you accept that, there are no regrets, there's no guilty, there's no nothing. It's just, this is it. You know? Like I say, don't cry over spilled milk. It's all done. And, you know, you're sitting there with yourself, and warts and all, you know, you're accepting yourself as you are. And you're not even thinking about the future. You're not planning for the future. You're just sitting here. You can imagine at night time, sitting on a beach, the moon is shining, reflecting on a still ocean. Kind of can sit very nice and calming, and you know, the world is quite peaceful. Maybe dark, but it's light with the moon, reflection, has a sort of serenity about it. It's very earthy. Darkness is the source of all power. It's the beginning. It's where everything, from there, we then come out of that. So we sit here. After that, so that is a precious moment. We do a little mantra to ourselves to appreciate ourselves. Very important. Then we're going to bring the hands up to the solar plexus area. And here we're appreciating, one of the things we can appreciate when we come to here with the hand is our internal functioning, our internal life force. So every day, every moment, you're adding energy, you're adding value to your life, to your physiology, to your functioning, through your digestive system, your internal organs, your health. This is the most important area. The stomach, pancreas, spleen, small intestine, liver, gallbladder, all coming round here. Very important area to give you that energy, that vitality, to add value to your life. If this is weak, everything will be weak. You'll feel tired, you're mentally, physically, emotionally drained. So this is very important. This is internal. So obviously important to eat properly and do a lot of other things, but in our meditation we can really put our mind to work. So what we do with here, the hand is on top and we're going round and round in a circle. And if you look at it, it'll look like going around anti-clockwise, massaging the upper belly, breathing in, breathing out as you go down. So the breathing gets deeper. Deeper breathing increases the energy, the fire. And then we come to rest, stop, open the hands. Let the heat, the light of the fire, as it were, come up. And at this point, we just appreciate energy, warmth. Just as if in the winter you're sitting in front of, say, a nice log fire or something, and you're sitting there perhaps with your glass of something, and think, wow, this is nice. Yeah? You know, that kind of feeling that you have. It's a precious moment, isn't it? That you feel energy, you feel good inside, you feel warm, you feel comforting in that way as well. So these images you can bring up during your meditation to help you to recapture, you know, these precious moments. And then we're going to bring the hands up a little higher in front of the chest. At this point now we're moving up and up, as it were, into light and to space. You know, as if you're out there in nature and you're looking out over the mountains, beautiful expansiveness, beautiful feeling. You know, the sort of feeling you would get if you was on top of a mountain, beautiful fresh air, you're looking out, you feel like you're on top of the world. Yeah? And you stand there. Wow, precious moment. You could just stand there like this for quite a while and just feel that. But there are many activities that you could do to give you that same feeling. So it's not about the fact, so you don't have to feel, oh, I've got to go to the top of a mountain. You could be doing many different things and still have that feeling of freedom, of openness and connection with nature, or just feeling on top of the world and everything is good. You feel good. Joy, happiness, all these things. Now when we bring our hands together, it's as if we're capturing that moment. So we're suspending it in time. So when the hands come together in any position, it intensifies your feeling. Yeah? It intensifies your feeling at any of these levels. And then we open up again, a little bit higher. So now it's about precious moments, it's about good feelings in connection with others. You can share the precious moments. You can be in tune with somebody else and enjoying things with somebody else together in the same way, and just being there with other people. And that is a precious moment to share with others and to enjoy what they're enjoying as well. That increases the intensity again of the moment. And then the hands come down here, touch the finger and thumb, touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and we sit here. And this is like coming to the almost point of completion. We've got this beautiful idea of a circle of space, this beautiful feeling. We connect, which is connecting to our center of our whole being. So this is the completion of strength, of contentment, of energy, of vitality, of happiness, of joy, of sharing. Everything comes into a nice big bubble. Perfect, precious moment here. And again, you can sit here for a long time and just stay with that moment. Stay connected to that moment for as long as you feel you want to. And then to come out of the meditation, first we bring the hands back to the center. So we come back to the ground level, back to here, to feel that sense of grounding and stability. And from here, with the state of mind that we've developed, we then want to see ourselves going out into the world with an understanding of this idea of appreciating special moments in our life as often as we can. Just stopping, seeing, feeling. And so I just want you to, as you sit at the end, just look out into your world and try and create or recreate things that have been going on recently or in the past, and just kind of stopping, pressing the pause button and think, I need to appreciate that a little bit. I need to stop and really appreciate those moments a little more. And you can recreate them through your meditation and through just stopping when you're experiencing those things again. Okay, so we're going to start the meditation. Just rest the hands and get steady.